Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First in the house was the Miss Yo-Yo Show. So thank you so much, sis. And I actually responded, hello, beautiful, and thank you for coming. And I forgot to mention you, but you were the first one in the house. So I appreciate it. And then I also appreciate Living Better with Style for coming in. Thanks, sis. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a great day and that you had a great day. I cannot believe that we are so close to Friday again. I don't know where the time goes, but it goes by so fast. Let me do a sound check. Can you guys hear me? Hello, Mama Dell. How are you? Thank you for coming. And I just got some information here. Okay, so hey Taylor, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Natural Way Akati. Hey sis, how are you? I answered your Instagram earlier today. So thank you for coming. Thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my presentation, and because of I've got something I have to read out, if you guys don't mind, I'm waiting for a couple of people to come in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. We do have some guests that was going to come on. Two of the guests will not be able to attend due to circumstances beyond their control. Um, go ahead and open this up. Okay, so just to let you know, the Keto Girl will not be able to attend tonight, and Toni Damian will not be able to attend. They were trying to get somebody to fill in the spot talking about keto. I know very little about keto. I did try a keto plan based with vegan on the vegan side. So somebody sent me some information, so I'm going to try and read that out to you guys when we get to that point. But I'm just waiting for some more people to come in, and we'll get started. More people to come in, we'll get started. Okay. Hey, Tiffany. I see Tiffany is here. Now, Tiffany, I know that you have your church on Wednesday, your Bible study. So if you are able to speak on anything with keto, that would be great. We're gonna have hey short bus, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. We have Mukbangs and Things. She's going to do the vegan side, and I know that they have times because she mods, I believe, on Mama Dale's site today. I think they have game night tonight. So I was going to put them up first so that they can go ahead and get through their presentation. What I need to do is drop my link so that I can let you guys go ahead and come up on the panel. Just a second here. So yes, everybody, please thumbs up the live. Greatly appreciate it. And got 9 wonderful people in the chat, whether you're in the chat room or if you're in the woods, in the wall, in the bushes, wherever you are. I thank you for being here today. You don't know how much this means to me that you guys are here to support me today. Short Bus, yes, Short Bus. I actually saw you live last night, but I had already started to shut down. I was having computer problems, so I will go back and check out your information. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see what time is. I'll give it another minute. And we do have someone that's going to be vegetarian, but I see they haven't checked in yet either. So whoever's here is going to start out first. So Tiffany, if you don't mind, I don't know if you've got something what time you have to go to Bible study. Would you be interested in talking about keto? Hey, Coco, tell them, hey, sis, how are you? Thank you for coming. Mama Dell, you're at, what time is your game night? Are you 9 o'clock or 8:30? I forgot the time. And I'm glad you're here, Mama Dell. I hope you're feeling well. Oh, no, 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 no. I know you have service tonight. I just didn't know if you want to come up and say anything about Tiffany. I didn't know if you want to come up and say anything about keto. Because, of course, I'm not fluent with keto. Like I said, I did keto on the vegan side a few years ago. But that was part of the panel. I wanted to have keto, vegetarian, pescatarian, and vegan. And it would be nice if I could get everybody up on the panel at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. And that's only because I know time is of the essence for everybody. We all have um, things that we have to do. And again, I'm dealing with a slow browser. Oh, it was a little bit faster today. Wow. So I have to give you my disclaimer, of course. And it's the same thing every week, but I have to let people know because I am not a licensed doctor or a licensed nurse. Well, I am, but I have everything is on inactive right now. And I am a certified nutritionist. So I have to let you guys know that before you start any diet plan or workout plan, you have to check with your doctor first. So that's my disclaimer. So I wanted to let me let the other page come up. There we go. It is moving fast. I'm not going to jinx it, right? Okay. So what does healthy mean to you? What food plan is the right plan for you or for me? Are the different plans a hoax? The question goes on and on. So today I've invited some wonderful ladies to talk and share their healthy lifestyle with the group. Hey foodie, hey sis, how are you? Okay, so I'm gonna drop the link so that Tiffany can come up because I know she is definitely needing to get onto her service. So give me a second, Tiffany. I should have dropped the link before I started. All right. Hey Harrison Family Vlog, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link for you, Tiffany. Your game night is hey Mukbangs and Things. Hey thanks. Hey sis. Thank you for coming. Oh, game night is on Thursday. So you guys are not going live tonight. Sorry, Tiffany, it's being dropped now. And if you ladies want to all come up, I'm dropping the link for Tiffany to come up. She's going to talk about keto, and then Mama Dale and Mukbangs and Things. You guys can talk also on the panel. So I dropped the link for you guys to come up. Hello, Jessica Bell. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Guys, please thumbs the live up, please, and share me out if you can. I would greatly appreciate it. You are so appreciative for being here today. So the reason I did this panel was so that everybody can hear word from someone that has actually experienced the different types of diets that's out here. And oops, I'm sorry, the link did not come. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Sorry, guys, it's coming, Tiffany. Wow, it's taking a minute for this to come up. I apologize. I'm trying to get it to come up, guys. Hey, Candy C, we do have sound. I just dropped the link, guys. I'm so sorry for the delay. So the link is available for Tiffany, Mukbangs and Things, and sorry, Mukbangs and Things, and Mama Dell. Okay, I see Tiffany. Okay, now I see Jessica Bell, but Jessica, I'm not sure. Looks like you shared out the link. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Hey, Eat Live Strong.
Hey,
Hey, sis. So, I wasn't prepared, so I apologize, everybody. But I do want to just make sure you do have some sort of keto representation.
thank
Um,
you. I appreciate it.
you're welcome. So, I can just say, like, with the ketogenic program, is there anything specific that you want me to mention about keto, or just talk about my experience with keto?
Your experience, how did it work for you?
Okay, so I did not use keto to lose the 130 pounds. I was on a different regimen, but I did get onto the ketogenic diet program because I'd heard about it and I thought it might be a good way for me to lose any extra weight and just maintain weight loss in a simple way, in a way in which I would like the food and like the way the food tastes. And so it has worked for me. I did keto when I first started keto in the first week. I think I lost like maybe 13 or so pounds, maybe 11 or 13 pounds, something to that effect, maybe 10, I can't remember, but it was in the double digits just in the first week. And so I liked the results I was getting. I did slack off the program, life happened and I did slack off. But when I was on the program, I was seeing weight loss very quickly. When I hold on, baby. When I started the program, I did experience the keto flu. So I had a lot of just terrible symptoms. You can have anywhere from bad breath to feeling like fatigue, craving sugar or carbs, just almost like you're having the flu. But I just made sure to continue to up the fat that I was taking in. And upping my fat intake helped with relieving me from the keto flu. I also tested my ketones using ketosis strips, and I was able to just, keep going with the program. Baby girl is hungry, so I'm gonna have. This is usually the time where I'm feeding her.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I see you have somebody else up. So, mukbang and things. So I'm not gonna keep you, but that's literally what I did on the keto program, and I thought it was a really good program. I Can I give a shameless plug? Oh, I see Mama Dell is up, so you don't even need me. You've got everybody. This is good. I'm glad to see that. So, um, but yeah, for a shameless plug, if you don't mind, I am posting some more content about keto.
Yes,
Um,
saw that
but
too.
I
Trying to
won't say
shout you
when.
out.
I'm just letting people know it. I am doing that if they do want to check it out. But
Yep.
yeah, that's mainly it. I'd say if people are interested in the keto program, know that you will go through some symptoms in the beginning as your body is getting adjusted, but not to give up. You'll even probably feel hungry at first, but just keep feeding your body with nutritious fats, and it will get better. And I saw Candy C is in the chat, so she's actually been on the keto program as well, and she's been posting a lot of really great keto meals on her IG, on her Instagram. So she may actually have some really interesting things to share too on the panel. But I know she has her panel too, so but yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming up, and I was actually going to shout you out because I try to make it a point to let everybody that's involved with my channel shout out a new video or anything that they have coming. And I did see it today. Actually, I've already set the timer, so I know it's
Oh
going
my God, that's not until June. I actually thank you, thank you so much. That one's not until June 16th, but I
to.
have I have another one coming before then. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all be blessed, and I'm gonna get her food and dial into church.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, appreciate you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. So I'm gonna let mukbangs and things go next. But I also want to tell everybody that's here, thank you for coming. Thumbs me up, share me out. Hello, Simply Lola. Hello. Let's see. I want to make sure I get it. Candy C. Hello. Hello, Lady B. Ashley. Wilson for real. Eating with Miss P. Uh, Foodie. And if I missed anybody, I apologize, but I will get to you. Jasmine is going to be joining us too. Okay. Hey, Mukbang. Hey, sis. You got another one I got to look at today. So go ahead.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, looks like, did I mute anybody? No, everybody's muted. So you're muted, Mukbang. I guess you may have had something to come up.
I'm sorry. What'd you
Okay.
say?
Okay, we're ready for you. Tell us how did vegan works for you. See, I do it too, but if I say it, it's just like, oh, she's just saying this for her channel. So I wanted someone that I've actually looked at your videos, and the last one that I looked at was Bomb Girl. But go ahead and tell everybody your life with vegan. How did you decide to go vegan, and what has it done for your health and your body?
Sure. Let me just say hello to everybody. Hey, Foodie Duo. Hey, Mama Dell. Hey, everyone in the chat. Um, so I've been vegan for 2 years, um, and I started my vegan journey not because, I'm an animal rights activist or anything like that. I watched a documentary. I didn't like what I saw, and I stopped eating meat from that moment forward. I didn't do it to lose weight or anything like that. I didn't have any issues or problems with my weight. I just wanted to choose a different lifestyle because I had a lot of illness in my family, like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, cardiovascular disease, and all of that. So I wanted to try something different. And as I was getting older, I just felt like it made sense. So a lot of people always ask me, was it hard for me to transition to vegan? It was not hard for me because I knew then and there at that moment, this is something that I clear cut want to do. Um, I had cravings um, for like fried foods and stuff, and I do cook a lot of vegan fried foods. I'm probably a vegan that does like, I do a lot of vegan soul food, because I still like the flavors of the things that I used to eat. But I just wanted to learn a different way of creating those things. So I was already doing that before I started my channel. And then I thought that it would be great to incorporate that into my channel because it's it seems to be a big misconception around veganism or plant-based lifestyle or diet. Like you can't enjoy food. You know, people would say stuff to me like, "Oh, you're vegan. I feel so sorry for you," and things like that. Like I'm suffering because of it. Um, but that's just people don't really understand. You know, they think you might eat some bark or some grass or something like that. No, I eat really good, and I feel good. That the most beneficial thing for me was the lack of energy that I used to have changed. Um, and I was always, you know, always sleepy, always drowsy, always tired. Um, I haven't had any issues, you know, thank God I haven't had any issues with like my protein being low or, you know, any of my B12 and all of those things like that. Everything is where it should be. Some things are better than they were. I just make sure that I incorporate a lot of leafy greens, um, you know, vegetables and fruit, but I do like to create meals. The things that I eat are the things that everybody else eats. I just omit what I can't have and I find a different way to do it. So I know that was a mouthful, but that's pretty much it.
So actually, that was good because my biggest thing is that a lot of people say they cannot do vegan. They're like, "Oh, this is just," and vegan. People think when you say vegan, you're just going
Hmm.
to eat a bunch of salad or a bunch of greens or a bunch of
Right.
fruits and vegetables. But there is so much that you can do being vegan, and I always tell people in my videos that it's all in your seasonings. It's
Yeah.
all in your seasonings. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. And then, of course, you guys, she has made some really good soul food. If you're a soul food fanatic, she has made a video with soul food that you will be shocked at what she made. I wanted to climb through the screen and eat the food.
Thank you.
So I'm saying being a vegan is not hard at all. My biggest, she
Mm-mm.
said her biggest thing was fried foods. Guess what my biggest thing was? Cheese. Yep.
Yeah, that was another one too. Cheese and fried foods, chicken. I loved chicken. Um, and so you know, I still crave chicken. So when I get those cravings, sometimes I'll do like fried cauliflower or I'll fry some mushrooms. Um, in some, you know, batter or chicken season type thing, just to give me, you know, that to soothe that craving that I'm looking for. And it doesn't bother me. You know, I know some people are really strict in their vegan journey, and everyone's journey is different. Um, you know, I don't eat anything that I'm not supposed to have. If I happen to have something that has something in it that it should not have had in there and I didn't know until after the fact, I don't beat myself up about it or anything like that. It's still a journey. I'm still, you know, on it day by day, getting better and things like that. Um, but yeah, it's we don't just eat salad. We don't just eat, you know, greens and tofu and you know things like that. It's
Right.
we really advanced, you know, in what our options and our food choices are now. And I think it's because more people have opened their minds to being vegan. So, you know, you have all these different people that are doing it and you have vegan restaurants and things like that. Not as many as I feel like we should have, but we definitely have more than what we used to back in the day.
Right. And here in the city, we have a lot of restaurants that are there. It's nothing like wanting to go out with your friends and then you get there and the only thing you can eat is a salad because they say that they're vegan friendly. But then you look at the stuff because we can pretty much tell what's vegan and what's not vegan, right?
Mhm.
So that's the
Yeah.
biggest problem that we have going out. So they have a lot of places here in the city of Atlanta that's opening up that's vegan. and they have some really, really wonderful food. So, guys, if you're thinking about doing some type of business, I'm telling you, that is lucrative. It's being the vegan and the vegetarian is great and vegan and I don't knock any of the plans because of course again I did the keto on the vegan side, but I actually love being a vegan and I have no problems with it. As a matter of fact, I tried the eggs that you recommended, the just eggs. I tried it today. They came out better than regular eggs.
That's what I said. I'm not really big. I was never really big on eggs, regular eggs. And
Mhm.
my video today, I did 12 eggs. Don't even ask. It was a mess. But I
How did
used to
you do
just
it?
I it was a challenge I was doing. But
Right?
I used the just eggs, and I actually like those better than regular eggs. They just taste so good, and they taste just like eggs. I don't know how they did that. That's probably one of the closest things that I've had as an alternative that taste exactly like the actual thing. Just eggs are really good.
Yes. What was the
So,
name of that video you did with the that the 3 day the meals that you eat as a vegan?
um, yeah, that's the name of it. What I eat as a vegan.
You
Yeah,
guys
or
check that
what I eat in a day rather.
right. What you eat in a day. Check her video out because she made an omelet look like oh my goodness. It was. I'm telling you guys, check her out. She's got great videos, great content. She did a southern one that don't judge us right now because this is a no judge platform. She did one with macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and chitterlings that wasn't chitterlings.
Yeah, that's a whole series that I have called Soul Food Sundays, and it's probably like four of those videos where I do just different soul foods. And yeah, so I saw somebody in the chat say, um, what was it? It was just eggs, and the brand is called Just Eggs, so it's an alternative to eggs. And then as far as it being expensive, um, I mean, I have a family of four. I don't cook anything different. Everybody eats what I cook. If they want something different, they can buy something different.
Amen.
Um, and that whole expensive thing, it really hasn't been my experience. I think it can get expensive when you buy like a lot of vegan junk food, prepackaged food. When I make those things and those alternatives in my videos, those are like, that's not what I eat every day. I'm just showing you a different thing, but it really hasn't cost me a lot of money to transition over. Produce is not that expensive to me, as far as, so expensive where you can't afford it. I know it's getting higher now. Everything is getting higher now because of this whole pandemic and stuff like that. But there is a way that you can do this and it meet your budget. You know, I don't, I'm not married, I'm, single, you know, and I have to budget just like everybody else. So yeah, I think it's just you have to shop a certain kind of way. It
Right.
can get expensive, sure, just like anything else, but it hasn't been my experience where it's been too expensive for me to feed my family.
Right.
Um, and I know it's different factors involved for different people, based on economic, backgrounds and things like that. But it could be done, and that's something that I want to show eventually too. Like, I want to do a full haul and just show how, like, because I go to the grocery store for like 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks I go to the grocery store and just show how much I spend, the different stores that I go to get the deals that I get. Because I think that is another misconception of, as far as, it's too expensive. And of course, junk food and the bad foods are a lot cheaper, of course, fast food and all that stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it just depends.
Yeah, I did that today. I went and got all of my necessities today because again, being vegan. Another good thing is if you can do a garden, that knocks 50% of your your stuff out right there. Very
Mhm.
a lot. So,
Yeah.
hey, as told by Tiffany, I'm seeing the comments in
It's
the
eight
chat.
o'clock.
Sorry, guys, that's my computer. Um, Let me
So
see.
yeah, guys, I don't want to take up all the time on the panel. And I'll hang out here for a while, but I'll just mute out if you have any more questions for me. I want to give everybody else a chance to speak. Nikki, I know you said what brand is that the brand that Tabitha Brown promotes for the Just Egg? Yep, that's the same one. It tastes really good, so you should definitely check it out.
Definitely. It looks like a bottle of mustard.
Yeah,
Looks like a bottle of mustard, but it's
that's
in
exactly what it looks like.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try that.
Yes, please try. It's really good, guys. Hey, if I can fool my family, and my family's a carnivore, I'm sorry. But that's how I've tricked them a lot into eating things. Uh, so yes, you can go ahead and anybody, if you have questions for the beautiful Mukbangs and Thangs, send her a message out here in the chat so we can get those questions answered. I see your answers in the chat here, and I'm going to try and briefly go through them. Um, Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate you, girl. Blessings. So anyway, we'll go ahead and move. I think Mama Dale had something to do also, so I'll go ahead and let her speak next. Hey, Mama Dale. Uh-oh, is she still there?
Hey, love. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody in the chat. I can't see. And let me see. I don't have it where I can see all the comments. So, hey to everybody that's down there, though, that's in here. I
Right.
know it's a lot of people, a good amount of them that's in here.
Okay. So I have you, Mama Dale, as you don't eat meat, but you eat the seafood, which is the pescatarian. So could you explain to people what foods do you eat and how has that changed in your life? And I think you're doing keto also.
Well, I was doing the keto, but what happened was just like Tiffany Chanel was talking about the keto flu. I did get that. And then when all the stuff started happening, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone and back away from it. So I did back from doing the keto thing and all of that because it was getting me sick and I was having like some things and I'm like, no, I gotta have my immune system and all that on high. So I had stopped doing that, but now I'm back to I started doing the ISOT and the NutriBurst, all of that kind of stuff. So I've been doing that and just making back healthier choices. But how I started out, I had my baby girl in 2013, and I had already made up a mindset that when I had her, I was going to breastfeed. So I knew that I needed to be healthy. So I was looking up a whole lot of stuff. First, I did do the vegan thing, but I was doing it like straight, like no cooking it, no nothing, just eating everything raw, like out the garden and everything. I did that first. And then I'm like, okay, that kind of got like too much for me. So I went head on and I started cooking my veggies and stuff like that. And I started doing the health thing. And I had at that point, after I had her, I said, so I went into look into things. And so then I started looking into meat and all the stuff that in it, and like mukbang things say you start looking at, I'm not gonna say all the stuff that's in it because other people still eat meat. So but for me, that was an eye opener when you really look at what they do to different things. And like I remember when we was in, I don't know who other live I was in, but like how they was talking about the grade, how Taco Bell used the grade D or whichever grade of meat, which is the lowest meat that you can use. That's what Taco Bell is feeding people, and stuff like that. So that's where I started making the breaking point to say, okay, well, look, I need to really start changing. So I did and started exercising and doing all those things. And like I say, and breastfed. So then I started looking into the different things. Like I eat all kind of fish. I eat all kind of seafood. So whatever the case may be, but some things like tilapia, certain kind of fishes I may not eat because of how, they move around or the things they eat and stuff. So that's what I started looking into. And I'm just like Mukbang N Thangs. I do find other things and other outlets, just like you, the same, the veggie crumbles, all that stuff. I do incorporate that. But in my house, the only thing is different that my family still do eat meat. I'm the only one that doesn't.
Oh wow! And so yeah, that's true. I've seen you your mukbangs and the videos that you guys do, and you're very adamant about not eating the meat, and they know not to give you the meat. So
Yeah, and Lita likes to make fun, talking about he gonna prank me, and y'all gonna see Lita get beat up on this camera too if he give me anybody meat, because he knows that I mean, for me, I just can't do it. And the only way you could do meat is if I actually had my own farm or something. And I know that's not gonna happen, because then it's like, okay, I'm looking at the chicken, I'm looking at the cow, I didn't talk to it, I didn't petted it, and now I'm eating it. Now, my mind just can't wrap around that
yeah,
part of it. So yeah, so that's what happened for me, and that's what changed for me. But now I do rationalize out what I am going to eat and what I'm not going to eat sometimes, because you can eat too, may have a little bit too much mercury and all this kind of stuff. So you do have to check those levels also. And when you just eat, just seafood. And I'm not just a seafood eater every day, all day. Like I say, I do incorporate the things that you guys eat. Like y'all will see me with like when we had to do the now, and I do still eat eggs, and I do eat cheese. I do eat those things.
okay, wow,
Yes, I do. I still eat those. So that's the only difference, because you have different vegetarians. You got vegans. You got vegetarian. You have different types. You have people that eat just raw. You have people that eat cooked. You have people that do the different things. To make stuff taste like we do, to make it taste like meat and stuff. And some people don't do those things.
right. Which actually brought me up to a question also for mukbangs and things. It was concerning, but go ahead and finish your conversation, because I was okay. I do know, if you don't mind me asking her this question really quick.
Go ahead. You're fine. I'm still here. You're fine.
Okay, so one thing that someone mentioned to me, and this is for mukbang, people started saying, if you are, hey Marley, welcome, thank you for coming. Someone stated that if you're vegan, you're supposed to certain things you can't eat as a vegan. Some people, and I explained that some people are hardcore vegans, that they, to the point that they don't wear certain clothing, they don't use certain material, and I'm not that girl. So I didn't know if mukbangs and things, if she was that. I don't think she was that adamant either about her veganism.
Mm-mm. No, I didn't hear her say that. That's the reason why she's a veganist. No, she didn't. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just making sure, because I know I didn't see her saying that she won't wear certain clothing because if it wasn't vegan, if it's got animal products in it, she wouldn't use it. And I know some people use their own soaps and things like that. So I haven't got that far into it, but I do practice natural things.
Yeah.
So also with your pescatarian, how hard was it for you to just start to just eat how hard was it for you to cut away from your beef and your chicken and
It wasn't hard at all. Some people, I don't know. I guess it's different for everybody. But once you look and you see and you all the things that is in there, in the stuff I'm saying, in the stuff that we eat, then it, for me, that's what made it so easy for me once I saw what I was consuming and why we do have sicknesses and illnesses. I mean, back in the day, they didn't have all that because people were not injecting food and meats, trying to make it grow faster than what it is, trying to produce more than what you should be producing. But now they are. I mean, some of the stuff that they're injecting is the same stuff you will find in your cleaning supplies. So that's scary to me when they're doing that.
Can you say that again, please?
Some of the cleaning supplies we use they are injecting in meat.
All right. And you also said something that hit close to home. Back in the day, a chicken was small. You go to a store
Yes,
now, a chicken looks like a turkey. And
yes,
that's because they're pumped up. Your girls are coming here and if they're eating the
yes.
stuff, they're
That's
developing.
why our girls are having menstruation early. That's why they're having big full body figures. That's why it's a lot of stuff that they are having or dealing with way earlier than they should be because of what is being put in what people people are eating. And it's crazy that they do that, but they do. And it's because I mean, you go to Popeyes and you go to churches and you look, and I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. You look at a breast or a thigh or a wing, and it's like, this is not what a wings. When I buy chicken and you go, like my daddy, he'll go to the farm and he'll get a chicken, cut and all that. It's like, okay, what are you doing? And then even with some stuff, we have to even watch with the stuff that they even though we're trying to eat better and eat clean, we also have to a lot of times dissect the things that the fruit and the veggies and all that and stuff that we do eat. And it's like you say, start growing your own stuff and all that, and it can be it is better.
Right. Now, Mukbangs and Things said, yes, Mama Dell, she agrees, sis.
Hmm.
Natural Way Akadi says, you're right. Even the fruit and vegetables are now being injected to grow bigger, and they hybrid them to keto them from producing
Produce the
seed.
seed.
So
Yes.
she's right about that. And I have a picture on my website, eattolivestrong.org. There's a picture of a carrot that is the size of my arm. Yeah.
Mm.
So she's right about that, the GMO and how it's called population control, number one. And they cannot control the population, so what they do, they pump it up with all this stuff. And again, your girls are 10 years old and they're having to wear a bra.
Hmm.
I don't know much about what it does to little boys, but I know it messes with the little girls a lot. She said,
Hmm.
yes, that's true. This is mukbang. Just because it's vegan, it doesn't mean it's healthy. That is true.
Yeah.
That is
Some stuff, yeah, it's not. Some stuff not, because sometimes you can get some stuff that's supposed to be strictly vegan, but it's so much processed stuff in it, so many things in it. That's why sometimes it's okay to sit there and take your stuff and read the labels, even though it's saying, oh, this is veggie crumble. Still read what's in it. Still
exactly
make sure what it is.
right. And I actually have gone to getting a dehydrator and I make my own things now because I just don't trust processed foods. So,
Hmm.
Foodie also says that they are really pumping up these chickens. It's crazy. Yes, ma'am, it is. It is so weird. But yes, fruits and vegetables, even there's certain seeds that you have to buy to make sure that it is not GMO and that it's not. Of course, you want to make sure it's the right thing for you to have in your garden. Um, let's see. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat, guys. So I think we're good. And just forgive me, guys, if I'm not catching your comments, but I have some wonderful marks out there that will answer and will let me know actually after the live if I have to come back to you. So, Mama Deb, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about as far as your way of life? How was it with your weight? How was it with your health?
Well, what my weight in the beginning, it really went well, and I really did good. And when I first started after I had virtuous, I had lost about 100 pounds, and I gained probably about half or more of it back now. But I'm back in the process because I am a yo-yo dieter, which is I hate, because even though we all as people, we deal with different things. Now I don't eat excessive, like I say, meat or anything like that, but also starting a way live the way of life. And when I started living right and stuff, it was a whole lot of other stuff that I cut off. So for me, I know at times I do wrong with food. I know that myself. Looking at me and myself, I do wrong with food, and I do have anxiety sometimes, and I deal with bouts of depression sometimes. So food is really it's a comfort for me, and then sometimes it's an enemy for me. Let's put it that way. And I know that. So it's a balance, and I'm learning and I'm trying, and I have to get back in the way of things, because when you change a lifestyle and you try to be right and doing right, not just only in your eating, but you as a whole and everything that you do within yourself, it's a battle sometimes. And my battle sometimes, like I say, is just in my mind. So long, once my mind is focused and once I'm okay, and plus with, like we all know, it's just a whole lot going on right now.
Right.
So that's my thing. Once I find my balance and once I get back on, I'm okay. And so that's where I'm back at. And I also do it because I do know you do have the things, like stuff run in your family, and like there's things that I know I don't want to have. I don't want to have high blood pressure. I don't want to have diabetes. I don't want to have, cholesterol problems, and so forth and so forth. I already have enough of things that, I've been born with, so forth, like asthma, bronchitis, stuff that I had no choice. That was passed down through, from my biological father. So I can't, I can't get around from that. People say, "Oh, you're supposed to grow out of it," and all this and stuff. I'm in my 40s, so it ain't going nowhere yet. So it ain't going nowhere. But
Right.
it's
Yeah.
just, and that's also why I know I have to keep myself and my health right because of those things.
Right. Now you mentioned something in the beginning, and then I know you're on time too, so I need to make sure I don't keep you too long. But you mentioned that you started out, you were doing the diet and you were exercising, which this is not about losing weight, guys, but I want to tell you it is very important, even if you're eating vegan or pescatarian or vegetarian or keto, you still need to exercise because you need to make sure that we only have one ticker. And when that heart
Hmm.
gets hit, that's it. So I actually recommend to eat right and exercise. It is even if it's just a couple of steps to the mailbox or walking at a distance to the store instead of parking up front. It makes sense to make sure that you utilize the things to keep your body in shape. People used to say to me all the time when I first went vegan, I went vegetarian first. And I fell off because I was working at a company that was always feeding us all these restaurant meals to keep us at work for overtime because they were just greedy like that. So they would feed us your Olive Gardens and places like that. And I topped the scale, guys, at 300 pounds. And then I became vegan. And then people were like, "You're vegan, but how are you overweight?" There are people that are vegan that's well overweight.
Hmm.
It's all in how much you consume, it's in portions. So a lot of the diets, most diets will work if you do it the right way and if you learn
Yeah.
from it. So I won't stick on that topic for too long because we did that last week. But I talked about diets last week. So if you do, you have anything else you want to talk about on the panel?
No, I'll be here though if you need me, but no, that's just my way at looking at things. And I do tell a lot of people, even some people don't want to, but I do advise people to please, y'all, please, 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 because I'm telling y'all, in the long run, please look at what's being put in the meat that y'all are eating. Please, if you don't do nothing else, just at least look at the one what they do with the meat at Taco Bell. If you don't do nothing else, just please do that one for me.
Yes, definitely. There is one, and I don't want to call it out on the channel because I don't want to get in any trouble. But I tell you what, if you hit me on my Instagram, I'll tell you. I'll give you all
Hmm.
the information on Instagram. But yes, so thank you so much for exploring this, with talking to this about on the panel today. I really appreciate you for doing that. And if you see any questions out in the chat that you can answer, that would be great. Uh, see the Yo-Yo show. She says she always wanted to learn more about pescatarian. So um, if you want to say really quick, what can be eaten, that's what's considered to eat.
I mean, well, for me, that's why I say everybody is different and everything works different from everybody. For me, I eat all seafood, period. I eat anything that comes out of the water. nothing that's on the land at all. And people be like, you don't eat chicken and all this, because I get some people don't think that that's meat. But yes, poultry and all that kind of stuff, I don't eat any of it. And I eat all veggies and I eat all fruits. And me, I do still consume cheese and certain cheeses, and I do consume eggs. But now I do not drink milk. I use almond milk and what's the other, the silk and almond and all that.
Cashew.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, cash. I use those kind of things. I don't, because that was a thing that I found that with my, if you are an person with like asthmatic, bronchitis and stuff, that milk and stuff messes with your congestion and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I don't do milk and stuff.
It does. And it's,
Yeah.
yeah, it has a lot. It deals with inflammation because we as humans, we are a big ball of inflammation. So
Yeah.
now let me ask you one last question. When you eat your seafood, do you eat farm raised or wild caught?
I try to eat as much um wild, because with the farm raised, sometimes it's not as I'ma say
Clean.
as, yes, it's not as clean as the wild caught. And for me, that's what I'm used to, because everybody know I'm originally from New Orleans, so you can go in the backyard, punch train park anywhere and go catch you something and you can eat.
Crawfish and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like, there, we don't have like refineries and all that and stuff like here. Like here is scary in Texas, because you can go somewhere and you can be fishing and it'll have a sign up and it says, "Oh, only eat so much of this out of this water." And I'm like, no, I'm not eating anything out of that water, because
Yeah. Because that's another thing too. When I would go to restaurants like what is that, Papados and any of those, the first thing I asked them when I was eating meat, I would say, "Where did this fish come from? Where did this shrimp come from?" And they would look at me like, "Why are you asking me this?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't buy anything, and I'm not. Please don't judge me. Please don't send me any emails or anything. But I don't do the stuff from China.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
Atlantic.
So it is different things that I do look into, and it is different things that I do look at, because that also makes a difference. And people laugh at me because I be like, okay, what is this? Because it's for me also with shrimp. I be like, okay, is this real shrimp or fake shrimp? And there, to me, farm raised shrimp is like fake shrimp to me, because I have, it's a different taste. Like people crack up at me when I eat
Yeah.
stuff, because I'm like, I could taste it. It's not. This is not right. This is not. This is not real. Because to me, it doesn't taste like it. But to some people, it be the best thing in the world to them. But no, I know the difference. I can know the difference when I eat something.
Right. Now there is a video, guys, and I'm not going to say it out here. If you want to hit me on my Instagram, I'd be happy to share the link with you. It tells you when the shrimp and things are farm raised, you will see the condition of where that food is swimming around. And in that
Mhm.
particular place, they swim around
Mhm.
cesspools. And now you know what a cesspool is.
Mhm.
That's where all your waste go. So
Mhm.
I've got a video on that. So, but if you want to just mingle with the people out in the chat room, I think the next one up on the board, whoever was next, you guys, I can't see the screen now because I'm monitoring the slide. So,
I
whoever
think
wants to
it, I
come up?
think it's the foodie duo next. So yeah, I'll just mute myself, but I'll still be here.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, Miss Foodie Duo.
Hey,
Hey, sis, how are you?
I'm good. Today is a good day. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Can't complain at all. It don't matter if I do.
Right?
Nobody listens to a complainer.
True, true.
So,
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, dear.
you go ahead. What was your question?
No, I was going to ask you what was your you wanted to talk about for your way of eating or your health.
And I don't know if everyone else in the chat knows, but I have MS, which is multiple sclerosis. And even before I got the diagnosis, I started changing the way that I eat because I didn't know what was wrong with me. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know. And I did keto. I had even did vegan. And because I had another underlying health issue, none of the diets, none of it worked for me. I was still miserable. And I ended up having to have surgery, which is a whole nother conversation. But since my diagnosis, I'm not 100% vegan, but because I did go vegan for like 30 days, and I did it before, a lot of the things I still do. Like I do almond milk. I don't do regular milk. Um, like the vegan butter. I love vegan butter. A lot of the vegan foods, like, I still eat. I've incorporated a lot more fruits and veggies in my diet since my diagnosis. And so even though I may backslide and get a piece of fried chicken every now and then, I do for the most part try to eat as healthy as possible. And it's right now it seems to be working. So, and I do a lot more seafood because I like seafood. So I do a lot more seafood. I'm probably going to end up being more of a pescatarian than anything, but because I don't think I could give up seafood at this moment.
Well, it takes time.
I would try.
Well, even if you cut it down, and it's not like you eat it every day, though, right?
Oh no, I don't eat it every day. No.
So yeah, it just takes time to break up habits. That's basically it on it. And you mentioned it because I know many of the people on here may or may not know, but I too also suffer with multiple sclerosis, and that was actually my main reason for starting this channel. But I felt like I had to do the things that I needed to do before I could present my channel or my brand to anybody, which is healthy eating and physical fitness. So I started out again. I topped the scale at 300 pounds, and I lost 100 plus, and I'm still fighting to get an extra 20 to 30 pounds off. But because Coco is out here acting up and keeping us in the house, I
Right.
call her Coco. I can't get out and go places to go to the gym and go. So I make do with working out in my house or walking. But that was and then, not having, at first I was all happy because I'm like, I'm vegan and nobody's here eating the healthy stuff. So I could find everything. But when it came down to it, people got very resourceful at the last minute. So it was hard for me to find foods. So yes, and as well as anything else, since that with MS, we struggle with um, inflammation, and that's our biggest problem. That's our pain and suffering is with inflammation.
Oh yes. Yes. You are absolutely right. The inflammation is something else. And the nerve pain, I tell anybody, I said nerve pain has got to be one of the most excruciating things you could ever deal with. And I was telling my neurologist one time I had something else going on. I said, but I don't feel any pain from that. And she said that's because the nerve pain is overpowering it.
Mm.
She said nerve pain will knock out any other pain that you might be feeling. And she said that's just how excruciating it can get. So I was like, yeah. So it's kind of rough. And but another thing that I like to tell people, because a lot of people are confused about the symptoms from MS. Well, a lot of times no two MS patients have the same symptoms, or let me say this, they are affected in the same way because the lesions on your brain are in different spots,
Right.
and so where the lesions are on my brain, they affect my extremities, my legs and my arms and my hands
Right.
are mostly affected, which has caused me to have a difficult time with exercising and even doing little things like getting on a bike. But I'm gonna get on a bike. But so just because the next person they're saying that their MS affects them differently doesn't mean that they're lying. because it all depends on where those lesions are forming,
Right.
On their brain. And so that's probably one of the biggest misconceptions, and people thinking that the person's not really sick, or I heard someone tell me, well, I have a family member that has MS, and that's not how MS works. I said, no, that's not how their MS is. The lesions are different. The spots are probably in different areas in their brain and mind.
Right.
So it is going to affect them. They are going to have different side effects to it.
Exactly.
Yes, I just wanted to say that to people out there.
Yeah, and just in case in case you guys don't know, that multiple sclerosis, it is a debilitating disease that attacks the central nervous system. And when you have lesions, some are active, some lay dormant, some just act all kind of crazy ways. And our antibiotics that's made to protect us from diseases, it actually fights us.
Yeah.
So when our white blood cell count is low, if you get a cold, I'm gonna get pneumonia.
Yeah.
It's double whatever you have is worse for somebody with MS. So the lesions, they go anywhere on the brain. I have some on the brain, which actually certain parts of the brain that it hit, it may hit somebody on one side of their brain that affects their memory to speak. It may affect your memory period.
Mm-hmm.
Many people don't know. I had to teach myself how to walk again.
Oh, wow.
That's what MS did. It took my eyesight. I gained my eyesight back. I had to learn how to walk again. And every symptom that was listed, and more each day, more symptoms are coming out. And more every day, you look and there's a new symptom.
Mm-hmm.
I, for one, had 99% of the symptoms at the time when I was diagnosed. I had every symptom on the list except for quick weight loss. Go figure. I said, why couldn't I have that one?
Right.
So, but yes, that MS is a beast, and this actually ties in with our eating habits, because it is a good idea to actually know what you eat, because that's the way I figured out what was actually bothering me with my MS. And then when I realized that inflammation, when you're eating cheese, I didn't drink milk. I absolutely despise milk. When you're eating cheese, you're drinking milk, you're eating all these things, these different types of foods that's abundance with inflammation, it attacks our body, and then we can't walk, or we wake up. I'm numb on my right side of my body completely, and when I walk, I have to continuously stay in my mind, left, right, left, right, left, right, reminding me to pick up my feet.
Wow. Now, let me ask you this. Have you been I can't do gluten anymore. Like, I absolutely can't do gluten.
I'm gluten-free, yes.
Yeah, I have to be gluten-free now. I get terrible pains.
Yeah, I'm gluten-free.
So we're having to just buy, like oatmeal. We had to go out and just make, I gotta get gluten-free bread, gluten-free oatmeal, gluten-free pancakes, So we're trying to do, just incorporate that gluten-free thing now.
Right, exactly. And that's what that's part of, and it's expensive. It is.
Yeah.
But like Mukbang N Thangs said, if you make out a plan. Now my problem is I see, I buy. I buy what I want. I buy what I see. That's where it gets expensive to me. But I also like to try new things. So if I see something, like if I'm watching one of your videos and you guys are making something, so, I'm gonna go out and buy it, just like I did today when Mukbang did her video and she was using just eggs. I went out and bought them. So, but if you budget right and you make out a list and you follow it and be consistent, it won't be too bad. And if you grow most of your foods, I know a lot of people can't because they don't live in a house with a yard and things like that. But a lot of the things you can grow in your home too.
True.
So
that is so true.
So those are ways that we can get around that. So, but other than that, was there anything else you wanted to share with the audience about your situation?
I don't think. You know, I have difficulty coming up with stuff off the top of my head. Like I'm more of a, if you ask me a question and then I can answer it type of person. Unless something pops up that I think about, I think that's all for me.
We call that an MS moment. I have that a lot. And just so you guys know, when I do my videos or if I'm talking on a live and I start saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that I forget words. And that's all part of the lesions that was on my brain. I
Me
had
too.
a recent MRI done and I had a new lesion on my spinal cord. So um, but it's small, and my neurologist didn't think it was a big thing. He just said continue to do what I'm doing. But yes, it's real. It is real.
It really is.
So that works. So I guess who do we have next is Miss Jasmine. And hey guys in the audience, if you guys want to come up on the panel, if you have anything to say, this is a great forum. Uh, I like to try and do things like that because this is actually week 5 for me doing my um, week Wellness Wednesday. Now I do have a Fitness Friday, but I'm combining that with my Wednesdays because I just got to thinking Fridays it wasn't enough traffic because hey, AK James, it was not enough people coming in because they just getting off work, they're tired, and they have other things to do. So I'm combining that on my Wednesdays. Thank you, Miss Yo-Yo. Thank you so much. She said my slides are very vibrant. I owe that all to PowerPoint. So, but yes, so thank you for coming up. And if you want to hang around, if anybody have questions or want to come up, please come up because we like to hear. We may have said something that triggered for so many people, but you may know something that we don't know that we want to share. Because the thing about it, sharing is caring, and we want to make sure that we grow and we continue to grow. As Tiffany Chanel says, what did she say? You want to grow and
Grow and glow in these
grow,
YouTube streets.
grow. Yes, grow. So yes, we want to grow and glow. So I want you guys to be very, very um, we're aware of what's going on as far as it comes to your eating and whatnot. Thank you, Miss Yo-Yo. Thank you, sis. Thank you for putting that out there. Grow and glow.
Yes, I'll just hang out. I'm gonna mute my phone. I'm so glad you mentioned MRI because I'm like, oh my God, I'm supposed to have one. I gotta have one on June 5th.
Oh my, you get your, I don't know about you, but I am actually 100%. Thank you guys for the compliment. I am 100% claustrophobic. So they have to give me medicine to take mine. So
You were like my mom and my aunt. They're claustrophobic. I'm actually not claustrophobic. I can go in there and go to sleep.
oh no, I tell them,
Fall
I almost toward that machine. I say, y'all might want to give me something to put me to sleep, because I can't afford to pay for this $90,000 machine.
asleep.
I'm about to tear this machine up. And then they call it open, and I'm like, yeah, but I still see I'm in this tunnel. And one time I went in, and they had me put on. They didn't tell me to take off everything. They said, no, that's fine. Just your shirt, and we'll give you the robe. They didn't say nothing about the brassiere. And that
Oh,
thing started, the wire started sucking up, and the thing was pulling me up. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus, what is this?
oh no.
Get me out of here.
Oh my God. No wonder you don't want to fool with it no more.
No, I don't even like the one that sit up, but they have to do it with MS. They have to do the full body scan, and then they have to do with and without contract. Or what is it called?
The contrast.
Contrast. Yeah, they have to do it with and without.
The contrast makes me nauseous, and they have to pull an alcohol swab up under my nose.
Really?
Contrast.
To help with the nauseousness. But other than that, that's the only issue I have with the MRI because I usually try to schedule my MRIs in the late evening. Like I'm supposed to go like at 7 o'clock, you know, and I go in there and I just go to sleep. I go to sleep in the machine.
No, not me.
You're like my mom was. She
It's like a mental thing. And they have to give me high dosage too. And when I get there, I'm all woozy, and I say, y'all better take me back there now while I'm woozy, because if I wake up, I'm gonna tap y'all's machine. I'm telling you.
Look, she was the same way, and I would tell them. I said the same words. Y'all better woozy her up. It ain't gonna be cute.
Yes.
It ain't gonna be cute.
I know that's right.
But I'll hang out on the panel for a little bit. I just mute my mic. I know Jasmine's up.
Okay. Thank you so much, sis. And I appreciate all of y'all that was on the panel today. I have right now 11 amazing content creators. I got it right, y'all. I finally said it right.
Yeah.
Whether you're in the chat, in the walls, in the bushes, in the trees, in the skies, wherever you are, I appreciate you being here. This has been a great time here.
Oh, this is amazing. And thank you for having me. Let me go mute my phone, my mic.
Okay, dear, thank you. Hey, Jasmine. Unmute yourself, Miss Jasmine.
Hello.
Hey, now see, I made this screen especially for you, Jasmine, and you know why?
I am unmuted.
And I made this screen especially for you, and you know why, right?
Yes, because it's my favorite. Yes, because it's my favorite thing to eat.
You're welcome. So Jasmine's gonna talk to you guys today about her life or her diet of being a
So
vegetarian.
that's why the screen looks like that.
Say that again. I'm sorry. Are you there, Jasmine?
Okay, but just because I'm doing this panel, because I didn't see, I'm still here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Go right ahead.
Okay. And just because I'm doing this panel does not mean that I will be posting on my own channel. I'm still on my break. I'm only doing this because Eat to Live Strong called me on the phone to ask me to do this. So my hiatus is still real.
Well, I thank you so much for doing this for us, Jasmine. Thank you for coming in.
So I kind of became vegetarian. You're welcome. I kind of became vegetarian kind of accidentally. So I guess like right after high school, I was having a whole lot of stomach issues that we really didn't know where were coming from. And then I found out that my colon, is twisted and it has like a blockage in it. So when I turned about 19, I had to get a colonoscopy to figure out why was my colon acting a certain way. So they put me on this diet to where I couldn't eat anything, like nothing, no cheese, no dairy, and I had to read all the packages because it could have had a certain ingredient. So I started to change my diet, and they told me at first I had to give up meat, which I was never a really big fan of meat, but I like chicken a lot. So the only way that they could get me to do this and stick to it until they could figure out the issue was my mom challenged me and my siblings challenged me to cut out red meat and pork, which are the two meats that I already didn't like growing up as a kid, but I ate them anyway because you eat what's in front of you. So I said, okay. So they snuck around and wrote down on this piece of paper a date that if I met the challenge of not eating pork or red meat, I could still have chicken or turkey or seafood, that I would win $100 and they had to pay me. So that was intriguing to me. Because the doctor's telling me that you can't eat this, can't eat that. That wasn't working for me. I was just like, y'all just a bunch of people that don't want me to have no fun when it comes to food. But when my family told me if I stuck to it, they would give me $100. That was very intriguing. So I did it, and it worked for a while. And then I had to have another scan to where they were like, well, now you got to give up milk, cheese, and dairy, and all that other stuff. I was just like, well, you're already making me give all this stuff. I might as well give up chicken and seafood too, because by the time we do another scan, y'all gonna tell me I gotta give up something else. So that's how I became vegetarian.
So has it been hard for you with being vegetarian?
I don't like milk at all. It tastes yucky. So I know everybody's a big fan of almond. It was hard at first. That's why my family came up with the challenge, because I really had a problem with people eating in front of me. Like, if they ate in front of me, I knew I automatically would want it, and if they snuck out the room and left food on their plate, I was gonna go eat it. So they literally had to stop eating certain things in front of me for a long time for me to stick to something. Like, to this day, they still don't eat ice cream or anything in front of me. Like, they don't eat chocolate in front of me or something like that, because 9 times out of 10, I'm still gonna eat it, and I'm not allowed to have it. So when it comes to like ice cream and sweets and stuff, they don't really eat them in front of me. But other things, I've gotten better with people eating in front of me. Your colon is a part of your intestines, to answer your question, natural way of hiding. So basically, when you go to the bathroom to get rid of all the things that you're not supposed to have in your body, if your colon doesn't work correctly, then it'll make you hard for you to do those things. So most people naturally, by the medical standard, have to get a colonoscopy when they're 50 to check for like colon cancer or polyps and all that other stuff they look for when they look in your colon. But my colon is twisted and it has a little blockage in it. So basically, it makes it hard for me to go to the bathroom like you're supposed to. So I take medicine to help with that. But that's usually what your colon does. Your colon gets rid of anything that your body is not allowed to have in it. So every time you have a bowel movement, your colon is working. And if you're not having regular bowel movements, most likely, I'm not a doctor as I'm saying this, but most likely if you're not having regular bowel movements, it usually means something's wrong with your colon.
So Jasmine, have you had the testing done to see if is it still a blockage there, or did you have to have any type of surgery?
The blockage is still there. There was no need for surgery because they make you take this other test. I don't know the exact name, but you take a pill, and the pill allows a certain amount of rings to go in your body. And then you have to take, after you take the pill, you take an x-ray after 3 days, and they measure how many rings is left. And then after 7 days, you go back and they do it again and they measure how many rings is left. If you get under a certain number, that means they don't have to go back and do any type of surgery or something. So I don't have the certain number that they were looking for the last time I did it. So right now I don't have to, but I still have to eat a certain way. And I take a probiotic every day. I take Benefiber every day, which none of them taste bad. So that's about it.
They've come a long ways with those items now.
And I have acid reflux on top of that, so I have to take a pill before I eat to not have all the acid come the other way. The doctor said it's no point. The part that's twisted, he did not recommend surgery to answer your question. And when I got the colonoscopy, they didn't find a cancer. They just found polyps that were non-cancerous, so they burnt them off. So there's no more there as I know of right now.
So how often do you have to go and get that checked, Jasmine? Hi, Taylor Marshall. Welcome.
Every 6 months, they don't usually do a scan, but I see the person that takes care. I see the person that takes care of that stuff.
So is there anything else you want to talk about your vegetarian life, Jasmine? Or you're pretty much like I was. I didn't like certain things to begin with. And then I come to find out I was actually allergic to most of the things they said I couldn't have anyway. So it worked out for me. So that's why it wasn't so hard for me to go vegan. Thank you, Tiffany Chanel. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear. Now, is there anyone want to come up and say anything or
The only thing I can say is if you really have a hard time with watching.
go ahead, Jasmine, I hear you.
Watching people eat is literally ask them not to eat in front of you, because sometimes when people eat in front of you it can be torturous, and that's the one thing I haven't grown out of, like when it comes to ice cream and stuff. Like, I do like the non-dairy alternative ice cream, but it's something about that real ice cream that's still in my brain. Like, real ice cream tastes better or something. So my family still doesn't eat ice cream in front of me.
Okay, so Taylor Marshall said, I am plant based, have had a lot of gut issues though. I had hummus last week, was in pain for 2 days. I think I have irritable IBS, but doctors have never been able to figure it out. And Taylor Marshall, thank you for the information. I want to say this too. I had to do what they call a process of elimination with a lot of things because I do that before I go to any doctor anyway, because all they're going to do is say, hey, you could have this, we got to run tests for that. I've already eliminated a lot of it. So I know I checked that, I don't have this. So if that hummus did it, it may be something in the hummus. It could have been the soy or the chickpeas that made you have pain. Was it the spicy one? It could have been a lot of things with that. And then with your gut issues, you want to do some detoxing. And some of the people on the panel do detox and have teas and different things like that for you to check into to do certain things for a detox. I do have a detox that I'm going to put out on one of my channels, one of my content days. I'm going to put a detox out that really works too. I'm sorry you're going through those pains, but yes, with being plant based, it could be something like cabbage has a acid that comes out that could make you sick. It's different things, so we have to do a process of elimination. I'm on the waiting list for a lot to stop it. I've never used to have issues with hummus in the past. Kind of weird, maybe some sort of gut
Yeah.
disturb.
Taylor, if you do think you have IBS, most times when it comes to hummus, at least in my case, if the hummus is made from something out of a can, it's not good because of the process you had to do to get it canned. So most canned foods I cannot eat unless it's like a certain fruit or something. So it could come from if the chickpeas came from a can and they're not fresh. But there is a brand of hummus. It's called Sabra. It starts with an S and it comes in an orange top. It's freshly made hummus that you can keep in your refrigerator for a week.
So Tiffany Chanel said she's glad it wasn't cancer, Jasmine. And Miss Yo-Yo said, I think I have IBS. I pray that you don't have that. That is whew.
I was glad it wasn't either. Yes, if you do think you have it, Miss Yo-Yo, you most likely you're gonna be running around in circles. Because one day you think you can eat something, and then the next day you might can't eat it because it don't work the same. So I hope for your sake that you don't have it because it can be very difficult.
Hey guys. Well, this all worked out very well. I appreciate you guys coming here. I'm not rushing anybody off. Jasmine, if you have anything else to say, if anybody wants to come up, I wanted to shout out the two ladies that were to come on the panel today to talk about the keto diet. It's the Keto Gurl. I'm going to keep her in your prayers, guys. And then Toni Damian. So just keep them in prayer um, and I thank them for saying that they were going to be able to come, but we know things happen. And I did have one piece of information about the keto diet, and that is a very low carb, high fat diet that helps people to lose weight quicker. So I again tried the keto diet on the vegan side, and I actually wouldn't mind trying it again on the vegan side. But once I'm like that old dog new tricks. Once I learned something, I didn't really want to go back and try it again. So, did anyone out here have any questions? Any questions at all? Comments, questions? Okay, so many people have used therapeutic essential oils to help them with IBS. So, okay, so you saw that. Okay. So yes, there's natural ways. And I do want to have a panel. I want to talk about natural ways again. That was my 2 weeks ago. I think I did a panel on that. We talked about natural remedies, but I wanted to have a panel where we talk about tea and things like that as well. So if anybody's interested in coming on a Wellness Wednesday to talk about the different teas or natural remedies, send me a message on Instagram so that we could put that together. I would appreciate that. Let's see. Taylor Marshall said, yeah, part of my gut problems is learning to chill. I have anxiety. When I do feel stressed, when I do feel stressed, it does tend to get worse. So yes, you may want to actually think about Taylor Marshall. This is off the topic of food, you may want to actually take up some meditation type things, or find something that'll get your mind to relieve your stress, because stress there's stressors in life, period. And if we keep allowing stress to take us down, we I don't judge people and tell them when they're gonna leave, because that's not my job. That I'm not the one that takes people out of here, out of the world. But you have to find something that you can do that relieves that stress. So whether it's riding a bike, going for a walk, going for a swim, reading a book. I crochet. That's my therapy. I crochet. Uh,
It's 9
any of those
o'clock.
things. Sorry, guys, that's my computer. It's not a space person. But find something, please, to help you relieve those stressors, because that's not a cool thing. Yoga is really actually good. So if you can go and get into a yoga class, or you can do yoga from your TV. Yoga works for stress, and meditation works a lot. And I've even actually tried acupuncture too, because that's really natural to do. So if you want to try one of those items to get rid of your stressors, that's really a great way to do it, because you don't want to mess around and get yourself so stressed out, because that can lead to another something else that can lead to heart disease. It can it could amount to a whole lot of different health issues. So please, for the sake of, please get yourself checked and find some ways to release those stressors. So, no other questions? Yeah, it's not good, Taylor, Marshall. It's not good at all. So please get yourself checked. I want to see you on my channel again. Happy. You're welcome. So, guys, it's 9 o'clock. I normally go to 1.5 hours, but if you guys want to hang around, we can. But if you have any other questions, let's see. I really enjoyed this amazing panel. Thank you for sharing great information that can lead you to a healthier life. Thank you so much, Living Better. I appreciate you. I love you long time. Thank you so much, Taylor Marshall. I'll look for it, and I will actually grab you up on my way out of my live. And I'm sorry, after my live, but I will definitely grab you up, and I would love to see you again. I'm coming on. I was doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I've incorporated Fridays into my Wednesday. So I will do Monday and Wednesday, such as the panel like today, and then on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I will do content, and maybe Friday. Let's see. I have to go. Eat live strong. Blessings to you and everyone. I was hoping I could come up. Maybe next time. Yes, send me. I'll Instagram you and see if you can't come up. We could do something together. Maybe next Wednesday for another wellness. So that would be great. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let this live wind down some. If you can come and visit me, I'm probably gonna go ahead and do a Fitness Friday. It'll be very quick and very cute, but I might do a Fitness Friday just because I haven't put it on my community tab that I'm not going to do Fitness Friday after this week. But I do appreciate you guys coming out to me. All the people that were in the chat, I appreciate you. And I will, hopefully, I called you all out. If I did miss your name, I apologize. If you want to put a heart out now, I will shout you out. Other than that, I would love to see you guys on my Monday and Wednesday platform. And then on my Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I will just be doing just content that's going to be meaningful to my channel. And then on Saturday, I'll probably just goof around and go live somewhere in the city. So I appreciate you guys. And oh, Marley, December family giver, caregiver. I thought I called you out. I'm so sorry, my dear. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Guys, she dropped the video today. It may have been today, it might have been last night. It was, with the time, I'm kind of confused about that, but it was about snoring and headaches. Check out her video. She had a question and she wanted to know the snoring gives you a headache. I think that's what it was. And then it was another one that came out behind it that's sitting in my save box, so I have to check that out. Foodie Duo did a Taco Tuesday. Check her out. Input the heart out before I heard you say shout out. I only placed the heart out to say I love you. Love you too, sis. Love you too, but I still shout you out because I need to tell everybody what's going on your channel. So Foodie Duo did a Taco Tuesday. It's really cute. Give her a check. Check her out. Then Natural Way of Heidi, she did a really nice live. Not that was a premiere, and it was reading scriptures. That was really cool. Um, Living Better with Style. She actually did a. I want to say it was a haul. Sis, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was a haul. Yeah, she did a haul. So she went live on her phone and did a haul at Hobby Lobby and what was the other place? Oh, Ross, I think. So check her out. Mukbang N Thangs. Make sure you check her out. She's got a really lot of information and a lot of beautiful content that she talks about her vegan lifestyle. The Yo-Yo Show, she's going live tonight, guys. So go hang out with my sis. Go hang out with her. Check her out. She's doing a panel where she's doing these crazy long hours that I hang with her. So go check her out tonight on her live. And she's got some content too. She talks about how to mention people on your community tab. She also has a video about getting the thumbs down. Yes, thumbs down to me is just like a view. Thank you for the view. And I'm trying to go through. Tiffany Chanel has some content coming out, up and coming, more centered towards her channel. And let me see. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Thank you again, Taylor Marshall, for coming in. Jasmine is hiatus right now, but we still love her, and I love her for coming out today.
I love y'all too.
Make sure
Yes, I'm still on hiatus.
y'all.
It is necessary.
Yes, I'm trying to. I hope I got everybody because I'm going back. Ralph Kitchen, I saw you when you came in. Hello, if you're still here. Thank you for coming. And I think I got everybody. Who else? Oh, Mama Dell. Can't forget Mama Dell. Thank you, sweetheart, for coming out and hanging with us and giving us the information today. I really appreciate you guys. Love you long time. Let me see. Making sure I got everybody. As told by Tina, thank you so much for coming. That sounds like I'm doing like a soul train or something, right? As told by Tina, thank you for coming. Mukbang, the positive mukbang, she was in. Thank you, girl. I hope you thank you for coming. Let's see, cauliflower. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure I get everybody before I get off. I don't want them to say she didn't call me out. So I am seeing everybody. I think I've read everybody out. So I totally, totally appreciate you for coming. And I love you a long time. And I will see you guys on Friday as well. I don't know if it's going to be what it's going to be about Friday, but we'll get something done. The Miss Yo-Yo Show again. Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. Love you long time. She was the first one up in the house today. Her and Living Better, hanging out. Okay, guys. So I think I've said everybody's name, and I've Simply Lola. Thank you, honey, and Lady B Ashley. So I think I got everybody. Now I feel good that I shouted everybody out in the live, and my mods are a Candy C, and my mods are really, really great. They make sure that they keep my chat clean. I thank you guys so very much for that, and you guys make sure that when I'm not calling people out, you're telling them hi for me. So I appreciate you, and I will see you guys on Friday. If you have any questions, please remember you can hit me up on my IG, which is art, ART, the THEMS fighter underscore eat to live strong. Guys, when you're in the chat, you can actually write out eat to live strong, just like my channel name is. That way I can see when you're calling me out. But I have no problem with that because otherwise I won't know that you call me out if you don't do it exactly how my channel name is. That's not spam. It's my screen name. So thank you so much for coming. I'll see you guys on Friday. I may put something out tomorrow. Yeah, I might do something tomorrow. So, but anyway, have your bell clicked on and also make sure that you go ahead and I called Toni Damian out. I just want to tell you also, thank you for coming and I will see you next time. Love you long time and y'all have a great evening on purpose.
You too.
I love that. Thank you. Look at my screens are vibrant, y'all said. Thank you
Yes,
so
I love to thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Love you long time. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, Jasmine. I'll talk to you later, dear.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, and God bless you too, sis. God bless everybody. My prayers are out for you guys. I've got to get a little bit more organized here because I need to be saying some blessings and prayers to you guys, especially with everything that's going on in this world. So thank you, God, for letting me have this wonderful platform today and everybody on the platform. Lord, thank you so much for me being able to give this platform a great rating and have people on here that understands and able to keep their lives going with good, healthy eating and fitness. So in Jesus' name, I am praying for everyone to have a great night and being safe and have families too. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Love you guys a long time. Bye. Thank you, Miss Yo Yo. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tonight on your channel, hanging. You're welcome, Tiffany Chanel. Thank you for coming. Thank you for always being there. Bye bye. You too, sis. Good night, Marley. Good night, sis. Amen to you too. Blessings. Hey sis, I'm closing it down now. I I was hungry. I had to go get something to eat and I forgot. I forgot. So yes, I'm closing it down. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.